Morning to everyone. It is Tuesday. We are on Tuesday. Yes, we are. Thank y'all for being here. Welcome to Car Chronicles. I am the one and only the Caramel Rell. This is Car Chronicles. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Hopefully you got your coffee and tea and you're getting or got where you need to be. Hopefully you're feeling blessed this morning and not stressed. Let's try to have a great morning and a great day, honey. Yes, yes, and yes. All right. Everything said in the video is allegedly and in my opinion, and it's used for fair use and entertainment. Okay, got to throw that in there so we can make sure we are covered, because we'll be talking about some topics this morning. Hopefully you guys had a chance to check out our pop-in video, which was very informative. Okay. Yeah, we found out a lot of stuff about group members TLC and some things within the industry with them that I know a lot of people did not know about. We will be having a part 2 of that, in addition to some other topics that we're going to throw in there. Very interesting stuff. So if you guys didn't get to check it out, where we really talk more so about Lisa Left Eye Lopez, rest in peace to her again. Yeah, check that video out. Please hit that like button on that for me, okay? Yeah, so celebrity news is always first. So let's get started, because we have a great deal of topics that we want to breeze through this morning. All right. First topic of the day is Draymond Green update. We got an update for him. So let's go ahead and get that out the way. Draymond Green, honey, with his fighting self. Draymond Green is set to begin his counseling, you guys, following his suspension from the NBA for assaulting another player by the name of Jusuf Nurkic of the Phoenix Suns. Okay, he smacked him in the face during a game. I want to say like a week ago. They said the assault before that one was with the Minnesota Timberwolves player, Mr. Robert Gobert, which he actually assaulted him as well, which cost Draymond Green 5 games, a 5-game suspension, okay? So the NBA is requiring Draymond to go through some extensive counseling while he is on an indefinite suspension, and he's getting ready to begin that counseling as of now, okay? So I don't know why he stayed windmilling on players on the damn court. Maybe his ass might want to look into being maybe a kickboxer or a boxer or something like that. Get in the ring and get all that aggression out, and see what it's giving. If you got hands on the court, you should have hands in the damn ring, period. Can't be out here windmilling on your players and then trying to act like you ain't know you did the shit. Like that ain't flying no more. The NBA is like, hell no. We're not putting over that shit no more. Now take your violent ass to counseling and figure out why you got to be out here windmilling on folk. All right? And that's what it's giving. But, so they done blocked his damn checks while he goes through this. I know he hating that shit, but that's going to be a wake-up call for you. All right? Because y'all know they get suspended like that. Your ass don't get paid. So, and that's why they do it that way. So that you can, get your act together. All right? So, you out here playing dumb. Playing dumb like you ain't know you hit somebody, and then they play that damn video back and your ass be looking crazy. But yeah, they done blocked the checks, and hopefully you're going to get the necessary help that you need out here, Draymond. All right, moving on to the next topic. Jonathan Majors, I kind of covered it a little bit last night. There's some more developments with that. Jonathan Majors, guys, is found guilty of 2 counts of domestic assault. And he's also being called out for his courtroom etiquette during the trial, okay? He got a little narcissism in him. I'm starting to see. Got a little narc in your heart there, Jonathan. Let's talk about it. They're saying that Jonathan Majors was seen reading his Bible, you guys, while his ex, Grace Jabari, was on the stand testifying in court, which the jurors saw as rude, and they thought that was his inability to take accountability for his actions during the trial, okay? They didn't like that shit. They were like, okay, you're not going to be up here having Bible study while other people are trying to testify during this trial. We need some eye contact from you, Jonathan. You weren't reading the Bible when you went upside her head, allegedly. All right, now, do I feel like Grace Jabbar should be charged as well? I do, because you do not have a right to be grabbing his phone. That's his personal property. I don't give a damn who was texting him. You initiated this bullshit, and you should be charged as well, period. Period. That's his personal property. If you don't have any trust for him like that, don't be with him. I'm not going, and I said it before, I ain't going through nobody's phone. We're not doing that. But yeah, Grace Jabari, her ass was up on the stand saying, yes, Your Honor, he hit me in the cab because I grabbed his phone. And Jonathan ass sitting back there beside his attorney talking about some, and I saw a new heaven and a new earth, saith the Lord. Amen. All right, that's his ass back there. And the judge and the jury said, and you're going to see some new jail time, and it ain't going to be 30 days and 30 nights. You're going to be looking at a couple years here, all right? And amen to that. All right, and then slam the gavel down on his ass. That's what they gave him. You ain't going to be in 30 days and 30 nights like Jesus, since you want to be turning to Jesus now that your ass is in trouble. I don't know who be taking their Bibles to court. Why you supposed to be listening to why you supposed to be listening to what's going on up in there? I don't know who be taking their Bibles and be up there reading, turning to the red pages. You ain't never read the Bible. But now you all of a sudden you want to be saved because you know your ass about to be going to jail behind some stuff. All right. That's what it's giving. And then Jonathan's ass, he gonna be sitting up there like, what in the Michelle Obama and the Coretta Scott King hell is going on here, Judge? Like, what? Because y'all know he said he wanted her to act like Coretta Scott King and damn Michelle Obama. Now your ass see, Jonathan. Okay. Bruh. It's funny, but it's not funny. Okay? It's funny, but it's not funny. But, hey, like I said, I do feel that Grace Jabari should have gotten something done to her as well, and not him. I feel like he kind of took all of the blame for everything that went on, when really she initiated it by grabbing his phone in that cab when another female texted him. It's none of your business who's in his phone. Like I said, you dating him, yes. That was not your property. You did not have a reason to reach over there and do that, just like he didn't have a reason to smack you. But I guess it was a reaction if she was holding on to his phone, not giving it back to him. So maybe it was a spare of the moment type situation. And no, I'm not promoting violence in any way, shape, or form. But it's kind of like a reaction. Like if somebody slap you, the next reaction is to slap their ass back. You're not thinking about the repercussions that come with that when the shit happened. And the fact that the two of you could be charged for assault. So, as we know, because I showed video here on my channel where we saw Jonathan was seen running from Grace Jabari, okay, which is the ex-girlfriend, to get away from her after that said incident in the cab. She was chasing him, which, I mean, maybe he's trying to get away from her to cool off. She was chasing him, which further initiated whatever happened after that, okay? And then she showed the pictures as to where she was bleeding and had a real deep cut behind her ear where she says that he assaulted her. That was kind of damaging towards him. The audio that she secretly recorded him and played in court, where he was kind of berating her and talking down to her. And he had a little aggression in his voice. Like he was talking to her like that might have been one of his children, which that kind of made, I guess, the jury kind of alarmed in terms of thinking that maybe he does have a little violent streak up in him. Now, we also talked about how a few people that went to college with Jonathan was saying that he had a lot of instances in college to where he was putting paws on people and was very aggressive there as well. So I don't know if they took all of those things into account when they made their decision, but the jury, they did vote that he was guilty on 2 out of 4 counts of domestic assault. So he is looking at serving up to a year in jail behind this. And several companies have now decided to drop him. Marvel have dropped him, and Disney have also dropped him. He will not be playing Kang in the Marvel movies anymore behind this. I think really they just wanted a guilty verdict. I think that Marvel as well as Disney, they were just waiting to see how this trial was going to pan out, because as soon as they said guilty and the shit hit the social media, that is when we also heard that Jonathan was fired. So that was a quick decision from them, and I feel like that's what they were waiting on. So congratulations to you, Jonathan. You ruined your damn career over freaking Snow Bunny. Okay, now you with Megan Good, and her got her ass sitting up in court with you every day over there crying and carrying on with you. And my question is she gonna stick and stay by you through this situation after the fact? Why you got to be sitting up in jail for a year? She gonna be putting money on your books, on your commissary? She gonna be coming to see you and still this supportive as she was when you went to court? Because we ain't nobody ever seen you with no black woman, and you're free to date who you want to, but I just found it very strange that now all of a sudden that you in trouble with this Grace Jabari chick, where y'all relationship have been toxic as hell. Now all of a sudden you want to be with Megan Good just out of the blue, and y'all seen out in public, and it's giving publicity stunt. That's what it's giving. That's what it's giving. So I don't know, child. I don't know. But Grace had a lot of damaging evidence against him. I haven't heard of any evidence that he had. We heard about the 911 call that was played, where he called to get her some help, where she was in his damn apartment, where she threw up in his damn closet and was knocked the hell out by the time the paramedics got there, and she had already peed in his bed. We talked about that as well. In addition to the police cam footage at his apartment where all of this shit was going on. It was a lot. It was a lot that was uncovered. Shout out to TMZ for all of the info, because that's where I was seeing everything as well. So shout out to them for keeping everybody updated on that, okay? So yeah, sorry for him. I hope his career can bounce back after this. It's going to be hard, because now he has that negative stigma on him that he is a domestic, violent type of individual. You out here hitting women, and that's not a good look in Hollywood, all right? It just ain't. All right, so for those of you who live in New York, there may be, there is a new law that's going to be put out there in 2024. You guys may have heard of it. If not, let me go ahead and throw it out there for you. There is a noisy car for noisy cars in New York. If you have a noisy car, they're saying that it could cost you $2.5K, okay? Thanks to noise cameras, they're saying that 2024 is when the law is going to be put into place. So if you have a car that's like super, super loud, y'all know the guys now, the young guys, they like putting these crazy big mufflers on the car to where it has this really loud sound. You can't have those. Obviously, in New York, they don't want that taking place. If your car is raggedy and sound like a moped, you're going to have to get that shit fixed. You're going to have to get a tune-up, or they're going to be charging you, because they're going to be having what they call noise cameras placed all throughout New York, that they're going to be charging people for noisy cars. I think that's kind of excessive. People be coming up with all kind of damn laws and rules to kind of earn money, which is so weird. Like, different states come up with the dumbest shit. I mean, some people can't help that their car is raggedy. Some people don't have the money to fix their damn car, but they still got to get to work. So to charge somebody that much, if they had that much, 2.5K, they would have got the shit fixed in my eyes. I mean, shit. If I got 2.5K and my car raggedy, I'm going to spend that probably on my car to get the shit fixed. But I don't want to give it to y'all because my shit is raggedy. That just seems, excessive or whatever. But next topic, honey. Christian Keys is seen liking an interesting tweet following his recent revealing that he was sexually harassed in Hollywood, okay? Now, a person on Twitter wrote that they're watching Christian Keys and says that they can tell that he is a victim. That says that only $3,000 to his billionaire, and they said something about he was violated by a gay billionaire. And it says that no, I don't believe that it was Tyler Perry. It says that I wish Christian would have taken action. And they says that that a man will still have his money and good name. It says, but Christian will remain broken. It says that Christian Keys actually liked the post, which kind of made people say, okay, well, maybe it's not Tyler Perry, since he turned around and liked this tweet that this person put out to say that it was not Tyler Perry. So I don't know who it was. He did do like almost an hour-long video, and he did not specifically say who, so everybody just automatically thought that it was Tyler Perry. But he did like this particular tweet saying that the person said that we know that it's not Tyler Perry. So I guess people are trying to do the process of elimination to find out who said person in Hollywood is. It could be anybody, shit. Be anybody, because he worked with some of everybody, but he's worked mostly with Tyler Perry. So I don't know. Hopefully he will come out and say who it is. Maybe he's trying to scare the person into settling some type of financial something, because y'all know, honey, Cassie, baby, she's initiated everybody coming out the woodwork with lawsuits now. And I'm not saying he's only doing it for money, but it's the way that he kind of brought it out, like, okay, I got this evidence, you need to make this right. So there may be some type of settlement to kind of hush this situation up. And hopefully his career is not ruined in the process. I mean, it's sad that men also have to be violated, and their, careers are held over their heads in terms of being quiet and allowing said situations to happen like that. It's sad. We hear about women always going through that, but then when we hear men going through it, that's when you know it's a serious situation, because not that they are better than women, but, it's just crazy for a man's manhood to be challenged in that way, as to say, hey, I'm gonna stop your career if you don't, you know, take your clothes off. Like he was saying, he was offered or propositioned to strip for $100K. I was like, damn. Now he do got a body yachty. He fine as hell. He got body yachty and all that, but damn, $100K? You that desperate to see somebody's body that you gonna pay them $100K for them to take their clothes off? And he declined that. He declined the $100K. So yeah, that's some weird shit right there. Shout out to him for having standards and not falling prey to doing things in the industry in order to get ahead, because a lot of people do. We've heard about a lot of stuff in the industry. I know in Love and Hip Hop, Tierra Marie, which is the singer, it was brought out on a reunion where it was said that she was giving dome in an alley by some damn trash cans with a producer for some damn beats, allegedly. People do shit to get ahead. You want to put a song out? I need you to grind some pepper down here in the alley. That's what it was given. Yeah. For my older people that watch me, I have to say, like, I have to, you know, yeah, they said she had to grind some pepper in the alley to get a beat so she can put some music out. That happens. That happens. You want to put a song out? You got to grind some pepper in the alley back there. You got to move your neck. And, you know, that shit is so sad. And a lot of women fall victim to that bullshit because they want to get ahead and have a career in Hollywood. And then they go back and talk about the shit. They go back and put you on blast and say, well, you know, Tierra Marie did such and such. Because they didn't have a problem talking about the shit at the reunion. But yeah, let's move on though. That's sad. That's sad. Have some dignity. Have some dignity and respect for yourself, to where you don't allow these people to disrespect you, and you have to disrespect your body in order to get ahead. I mean, it ain't tricking if you got it. Shit. Or should I even say that then? Anyway, disregard. Michael B. Jordan, we got an update on him. He might be in some trouble. All right, he might be in some trouble. Y'all know Michael B. Jordan's car crash is now under investigation. LAPD, they're investigating after footage of the actor allegedly was seen on video street racing. We kind of talked about it. I got a little update for that. He was street racing his $429,000 Ferrari with another red Ferrari. Okay, it was seen, somebody captured it on video and they turned it into the LAPD, and to their surprise, it was Michael B. Jordan. And the crash was also seen on there as well. Now, sources say that Michael B. Jordan was very embarrassed by the crash, and he was very happy that no one was hurt, which was great. Now, they're saying if the investigation proves that Michael B. Jordan lied to the police during their report, when they took a report at the crash, that he could be in a lot of trouble and may be facing jail time, because street racing is illegal. He may also be fined as well, in addition to, because he did give a false police report. When the police asked him what happened, could he give a statement as to what happened, he said he don't know what happened and he don't know how it happened. When you knew that you were street racing, he didn't want to say I was street racing because he knew it was a crime. Okay, so not only did you wreck your car, but you totaled someone else's car in addition to your irresponsibility. They're saying that he was while driving, he was trying to change gears to go faster. And when he did that, he lost control. If you saw the video, as soon as he changed gears, and you could tell when he changed gears in the Ferrari, his car started like fishtailing, and he ran into a parked car, which was on the side of the highway, or on the side of the road, rather. So they said that he was heard telling, like I said, at the crash site, he didn't know what happened. He tried to act like he was just, you know, all shaken up. Oh, I don't know what happened. I don't know. Because the police asked him. They also did a breathalyzer, and they found that he was not drinking. He was not on any drugs. He just lost control of his car, but he didn't want to tell them that. So they are investigating, and if it's found that he is guilty for that, he could be in a lot of trouble behind that, because you could have killed somebody or unalived somebody out there doing that. That's serious. All right. An 18-year-old Florida boy is charged with manslaughter after a cop fatally collapses from a heart attack during an arrest. Okay. Now they're saying, according to the Florida Times, that it's reported that an incident with an 18-year-old Guatemalan boy named Aguilar Mendez and a 52-year-old St. Louis County Sheriff's Office Sergeant Michael Kanush was that ended in death. Okay, so they're saying that on the night of May 19th of 2023, that Mendez was minding his own business, okay, walking in the parking lot at a Super 8 motel, and was talking on the phone to his mom. It says that that the officer then spotted the boy, and for unknown reason, okay, they're saying, and for unsubstantiated reasons, they said that he decided to go over to the boy, saying that he looked suspicious, and of course approached him. Okay, now he really was, I don't think he was doing anything, but they're saying that the officer approached him and decided to question him, and also stopped to frisk him as well. Now they're saying that Mendez spoke little to no English, and was trying his best to communicate and comply with the officer, but then of course he got scared and broke out running, causing a foot chase. Okay, so the cop collapsed during that chase and had a heart attack, and is now being charged. The 18-year-old is now being charged for manslaughter. I don't understand how that happens, because I was under the impression that whenever police officers, they have to go through all these tests or whatever prior to becoming an officer, and they have to do all these, you have to go to the doctor and make sure they got a good heart, because you are going to have foot pursuits sometimes. So I don't know, did the cop have a physical and all that prior to being hired? They have to be tased and all that. I have somebody in my family that's a police officer. They have to be tased and all of that. So you have to have a very good physical being in order to be an officer. Okay, you do. I don't know if he had any prior issues to that, because like I said, he proceeded on this foot chase and he collapsed, which is sad. I'm sad for the officer, but I don't understand how the 18-year-old is being charged for manslaughter when he just ran away because he was scared. So I'm gonna keep my ear to the streets on that, because that sounds a little suspicious. I don't know, y'all can put it in the comments if you guys feel the 18-year-old should be charged for manslaughter from the cop pursuing him on foot and then collapsing during this pursuit, which then ended in the officer having a heart attack. Okay, so yeah, the guy, he was 18, he was scared, he was trying to communicate. The officer probably didn't speak English. They say he spoke little to no English. He was scared. He saw a police officer as any young person would when they see an officer. They think they're going to jail, they're going to break out running. I'm not saying it was right for him to do that, but bottom line is the officer lost his life behind that. So damn, I'm sad about that. Next topic is something that really kind of struck my interest in this. I don't like when people kind of bend their religious values in order to satisfy a certain group of people. Okay, I don't like that. If you say that you are biblically, if you're a biblical person, if you are a person of the cloth, there are certain rules and regulations and certain beliefs that you have. Don't bend those in order to be in the popular crowd. Let's say it that way. Okay, Pope Francis authorizes the priests to bless same-sex couples if they don't confuse the ritual with the sacrament of marriage. Okay, I wanted to put this out there, because when I saw this, I said I want to do this as a topic. Now they're saying, so the Pope gave permission to bless same-sex relationships, but not same-sex marriages. Okay, he needs to sit down, because that's confusing. That's confusing. It's saying that you accept it, but then you don't accept it to a certain degree. That's my thing. I mean, either you do or you don't. In the Bible, it says that man should be with man and women should be with women. Man should be with women and women should be with a man. Okay, that's how it says biblically. So you're saying that you are blessing their relationship, but you will not ordain them to be married. And it's kind of confusing to people that you're kind of bending the rules a little bit, as to, it's like you straddling the fence in so many words. Pope Francis, you might need to be sat down, sir. You might need to be sat down, because it's given too much. Now they're saying that there's a new document from the Vatican's doctrine office, okay, that outlines the change in policy. They're saying that the document says that those pursuing God's love and mercy shouldn't be subjected to an exhaustive moral analysis to obtain it, okay? They're saying that Pope Francis sent out a letter to 2 conservative cardinals that was published in October and said that the blessings would only be under certain circumstances as long as they don't confuse the ritual, okay? That says that they can have the blessings but not during a marriage, okay? I don't understand how that works, because it's giving that you are giving 2 different rules and regulations as this goes. And if you look biblically, God does frown upon, you know, same-sex marriages. Biblically, it says that, okay? But for him to then say, oh, I approve you guys being together in a relationship, but if you come to me and ask me to marry you, then I can't do that, because I don't condone that. That's kind of what it's giving. I don't know why people like to be in the biblical rules to be popular, but that's what it's giving with Pope Francis, okay? You might need to be sat down, sir, because it's giving that you are out of compliance, okay? Yeah, you are a pope, all right? And they put them way up here like this. But then again, we know popes are not, they're not, you know, perfect, because we hear about a lot of them in these little, you know, congregations where they be on the touchy-feely sometimes with the little altar boys, allegedly, okay? So, y'all know where I'm going with that. Y'all know where I'm going with that. So, yeah, Pope Francis, you might want to sit your ass down a little bit and reevaluate and read your Bible and see what it says in there, what God ordains, okay? And not what man ordains. That's what you need to look at. And I ain't got nothing against anybody that's gay or in any type of relationship. Love is love in your eyes. I'm saying biblically, okay? That is what it says in the Bible. And for Pope Francis to be at a certain level, you are held to a certain statute, and you are supposed to promote what is said in the Bible. So you can't bend the rules because you want to be popular. You can't do that. You got to stand on what you're supposed to stand on, okay? Yeah, let's move on to the next topic. Quaker Oats is issuing a recall for granola bars and cereal following a possible salmonella contamination, okay? I don't eat cereal because I'm not a milk person, okay? I'm lactose, so I don't even fool with it. Granola bars, sometimes I do eat because I do enjoy them sometimes. All right. Now they're saying that Quaker Oats initiated a recall for over 20 varieties of granola bars as well as cereal because of salmonella. They're saying that products distributed in the U.S., Puerto Rico, Guam, and Saipan, okay? Now they're saying that there have been multiple reports of confirmed illnesses associated with the recall. They're saying that Quaker Oats, their chewy bars, the chocolate chip, these are the flavors: chocolate chip flavor, cookie dough, dark chocolate chunk, and then they have the Quaker Puffs, the granola apple cinnamon, blueberry vanilla cereals. I don't think I would ever eat that. All of those are on the list for a recall, okay? So customers are asked to discard all of these items immediately if you have those in your cabinets, if you're in those areas, okay? So yeah, be careful with those. We just talked about a while back about contamination and salmonella in fruit with cantaloupe, okay? So you guys be careful. I try to put these out there so that those of you that like to eat those things or enjoy those things, so that you guys will be in the know, okay? Yeah, I'm gonna fall back on the granola bars for a while myself till they figure this shit out, okay? So salmonella have been found in, take my scarf off, Jesus. I feel like something in my face. All right, so salmonella have been found, like I said, in the Quaker Oats and granola bars. So you guys be safe with that, all right? Love and Marriage Huntsville fans are blowing up Facebook chats, guys, talking about cast members Kiki and Martell in the last episode, which was episode 29, Shenanigans, all right? Fans revealed their disdain for Kiki calling to come out to Houston on the Houston trip. They didn't feel like she should have been there, and the fact that she used that she was going to promise to apologize to the Scotts in order to be invited on this trip, knowing that that was really not her intentions. Okay, I feel like Kiki wanted some camera time. Okay, I feel like she wanted to be a part of everything that was going on, knowing that everything that had already happened since the barbecue. I don't think that you should have been there at this particular trip, because things were already up in the air after the drink was thrown on Tisha. I think that was a bad idea for you to show up at this damn trip. And a lot of people in a lot of Facebook chats that I've been kind of seeing, they've been vocalizing that, and they didn't feel that Martell should have been there at all as well, because he doesn't have a storyline, and with the whole revenge piece situation being on the table, because around that time it was when the revenge piece was actually going on. So they didn't feel that Martell should have been there during that time, and they are very upset that Carlos King have chose not to discuss that, but he is allowing Tisha and Marceau to run with this narrative of this whole pregnancy test to avoid, and they're stretching it out, to avoid talking about the revenge P. Now we got what, like 2 more episodes for this season. We still haven't addressed it. They still haven't talked about it. Are they going to wait until the reunion for Carlos to kind of throw it out there just spontaneously to ask Martell about this whole revenge P? I think that should have been in the episode, because during the time that they were going to the Houston trip was when the revenge P situation was going on. So while he's sitting up there trying to convince everybody that he wants Mel back, trying to show this damn wedding band, saying that he has wishful thinking to be back with Mel, that's total bullshit. Because around that time was when you were giving her hell. You were allowing Ariane to be on her bullshit and disrespect the fuck out of Mel. And then you sat there trying to say that you had wishful thinking of wanting to be back with this woman when you knew the revenge P was on the table. You were involved in it. You knew that you were in the video with your ex-wife, but you tried to paint the narrative as to say that it was some other random man to make it look like your ex-wife was just out here giving different people BJs when you were the one in the video, Martell. And that was very irresponsible of you. You know, your children are able to be on social media, so the fact that you would degrade their mother in that way, a lot of people felt a way about that. And a lot of people have been going in Carlos King's comments on his channel as well to address him, to say they don't feel that it's fair that Kimmy and Maurice is still sitting up here talking about the libido bullshit, and you guys are dancing around the obvious, which is the revenge P situation. The fans are feeling away. We've talked about it until we're blue in the face. Why is that not being addressed on this damn show? The fans felt that Martell kind of put the house into a compromising position by opening up that door at 2 o'clock in the morning, where they're saying that Houston, Texas have a lot of break-ins, a lot of home invasions. So you don't know what this girl was, you know, you don't really know. This is a random chick that he said, oh, I know people in Houston. So you done invited her, and I gotta fault her as well at 2:30 in the morning. What are you doing as a woman coming out at 2:30 in the morning to go meet a man to go lay up with him? And I said it in my review. If he was any type of man, he would have got dressed to come to where you are, so that you don't have to come out of the comfort and the safety of your home to come get your back cracked. Like, come on now, 2 o'clock in the morning, any and everything is going on. So you compromise her safety to come to meet you in a house that you were invited in, that she was not supposed to be in, because you can't control yourself, Martell. That was very, very disrespectful. You did the same bullshit when you were in Florida, in Destin, Florida, with Mel. When she invited you to the house, you felt that you could invite the Scotts there, and you ain't paid shit. Why is it that Martell feels that he can do whatever the fuck he wants to do on this show, and nobody can say anything to him? But you hide behind the storylines of you want to be back with your ex-wife when you know that you give her hell off camera. Like, the bullshit got to stop. And I keep blaming Carlos, because you are promoting and producing this damn show and not holding Martell accountable. And you kind of not holding Kiki accountable, because now we're seeing the stuff that's going on social media with her going back and forth with content creators, borrowing money from content creators. They're saying that they're catching her in lies. Just a whole lot of bullshit is going on at this point, and these things need to be addressed and or handled. Now it's saying and alleged that Kiki may not be shown next season because of all the stuff that's going on and things that's being revealed on the show. You cannot reveal what's going to happen before it happens, because that makes people not want to watch it and the viewership goes down. That's probably why a lot of people don't want to watch the damn show, because they already know what the hell is going on. Because people are spilling things prior to the show airing. But yeah, the people I've been kind of seeing in the comments, I've been watching where people have been vocalizing how they feel about that. About Bartell being able to still come on the Houston trip. They didn't feel like he should have been there because Melody was already feeling away and really didn't want to go because she was dealing with the revenge piece situation. But they threw her right in that situation around Martell, which that shit makes me mad. I don't know why Carlos and them keep pushing her to film with him, knowing the bullshit that's going on off the show. And Martell just does not stop. He just does not stop. But let's move on, child. He ain't about to piss me off this morning. I just hate to see that. I hate to see that she continues to have to be pushed into doing that. And then the cast, they sit there and they you know, they coddle him and they promote that bullshit as well. They promote it. They promote it. More so Kimmy, because anything Martell do, she don't really give a damn, because she was a side chick. And the clip that I saw where she was saying, oh, why does Melody get to be so happy? What about the side chick? Bitch, who cares? I get that you was a side chick. We don't give a fuck about how Coleslaw feel. You don't get to break up somebody's marriage and then somebody care about how you feel. Who cares? We not stroking those side chicks' egos, including yours, you beard. Sit your backward wig wearing ass down. We don't care. We don't care. I promise you we don't. With everything in me, we don't care. Kimmy, you say a lot of stuff that just really, you say, well, I was never a side chick. You talk like a side chick. You represent yourself as a side chick. You do. And the shit needs to stop. It needs to stop. It needs to stop. Carlos, you need to step up as the producer and stop waiting till the damn reunion to be trying to embarrass people and then pull out shit that should have been talked about throughout the show. We don't want to hear about no damn pregnancy test. That's some fake bullshit to keep us from really, really talking about what's really, really going on and needs to be talked about. That's what's going on here. I'm sick of the bullshit with this damn show. I really am. Why one of my coworkers got on a whole fur coat? It's not that cold here, sir. Coming to work looking like a full-fledged pimp out here. Nah. Fur coats? Really? It's not that cold, sir. Yeah, it's giving that she's a whole beard. I don't like that shit. Like Kimmy. Kimmy. No, ma'am. We not feeling you, sis. Let me take my glasses off. Since we out of the sun. But yeah, let's move on to the next topic, honey. Charleston White, if you guys know who he is, he's a social media influencer. He has been locked up, you guys. Charleston White is locked up. He's in a lot of trouble. He's been arrested for cruelty to animals as well as aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, okay? He actually has 2 aggravated assault charges on him, okay? With the Tarrant County Sheriff's Department, they actually arrested him on yesterday. He is arrested with no bond, all right? He kind of get into it with everybody. I didn't like where he was trying to pay somebody to injure Deion Sanders' son, Shadir Sanders, because he's very good in football. So they were trying to get he was trying to pay somebody to injure him so that he could not play football. I didn't like that. He stayed in so much shit. He arguing with T.I. about King. Like, he always is in some mess. And now his ass is locked up with no bond, okay? He was just recently seen on a video I saw where he was doing some type of stand-up comedy show where he got into it with some people in the audience. Some of you guys may have seen it. He got into it with some people in the audience, and he threw a microphone at somebody and he threw a plant at somebody, and it caused a very huge eruption to where guys from the audience like rushed the stage and they stomped his ass out. He got beat up bad to where his face was all swollen, his eye was black and everything. They beat his ass at his show, but he stays going back and forth with people, and it's so crazy. He's very vocal and he's very very mouthy, okay? But he was arrested on 2 counts of assault and animal cruelty, okay? So we'll see what that's given with that, with old Charleston White. Tisha Scott, let's move on. Tisha Scott is heard on audio talking very greasy about Stormy and Melody Cherie from Love and Marriage Huntsville, okay? But then she be fake as hell on Love and Marriage Huntsville when she trying to be around Mel. I don't like that about people. I want that same energy. If you talking shit about me off camera around your friends on audios, keep that same energy. Same energy. Tisha Scott is heard on a phone call where she's talking to Letitia from Belle Collective that Melody tried to pay somebody to expose Marceau for cheating, okay, on the show. That is what she's telling Letitia. All right. So then Letitia Pearson from Belle Collective, honey, of course, y'all know she's married to Glenn with his cheating ass, who stays lying and cheating to her. I know in the last episode that I just watched, he was telling her that he was on his way to work. Y'all know he works on some type of like boat or something like that. He was telling her he was on the boat, and then he turned around and said he wasn't on the boat, that he went and got him a room or something somewhere because he was kind of feeling away. I said, I bet you did, because you were also in a previous, I want to say previous seasons, he was accused of cheating on her and possibly had some girl pregnant. Now, all of a sudden, you stand outside the house and saying that you didn't want to stay there because the two of them were arguing. And I feel like you used it as a, you used that as an opportunity to go out and do what you really wanted to do. But then you popped up and tried to make her feel like she was doing some shit wrong. He played mind games with her, with Letitia, kind of the same way Marceau does with Letitia Scott. Okay. So, that shit crazy. That shit crazy. But let's continue. So Tisha says that Stormy is giving her fake vibes, okay, Stormy from the show, because she comes from Marceau the way that she does, and says she always likes to try to talk about his infidelity. And Tisha says on the audio that Stormy, she said, Stormy, you gonna get your fans on the show. Just don't be trying to use me and Marceau to do it. Who is using you for fans, girl? Because you don't really have a lot of fans. Then you say, oh, people hate me. Nobody really likes me on the show. That's what Tisha likes to say. But then Tisha brought up also that Melody's old hairdresser, who's supposed to be like Martell's cousin, y'all remember her, says that Melody tried to pay this individual to come on the show to expose Marceau. Now, y'all remember that Marceau and Tisha went on live with this same individual, and it seemed weird. It seemed staged to me, where they were asking her certain questions. Has Marceau ever cheated with you? Have Marceau ever slept with you? And she would say no. It felt like it was staged, and it felt like it was a conversation that they had prior. It was weird. And then at the end of the interview, or at the end of the live, Marceau said to her, you know, call me. Like, thank you for saying what you said, or maybe I'm going to shoot you a few dollars, allegedly, for doing this live. Because she looked very uncomfortable. She looked like she didn't want to do the shit. So maybe he was going to shoot her a few dollars for going live with him and Tisha to kind of clear up their image so that it wouldn't look like he was out here running around on her. Okay, but it looked rehearsed and forced. So Tisha went on and on about Stormy coming for her, and this whole shipping policy bullshit, and the theft for the whole Macy and Mildew hair care line. Stormy says that she is suing Tisha, okay, for stealing her shipping policy because it caused issues with her and her business. And then she was acting, of course, Tisha was acting oblivious to the whole fact that she took the whole shipping policy and did the whole switcheroo. And then when Stormy confronted her about it on the show, Tisha was like, well, at least we made a lot of money behind it. Nobody was asking you how much money you made behind it, Tisha. What they were saying to you was that you were wrong for using Stormy's shipping policy and then try to act like you didn't know you did the shit, because I know you looked over your stuff prior to putting it out, even though you do misspelling some shit all the time. You do. So the fact that you were acting so totally oblivious to the fact that you stole this shipping policy and put it on your website, now that Stormy is saying that she's reached out to her attorney and that she is looking into suing Tisha, okay? Yes, she's looking into suing Tisha Scott for stealing her shipping policy from her website. What do y'all guys think about that? All right, so Tisha is saying that people on the show feel that they can be relevant by coming for her and Marceau. So she's saying that she's trying to say that about Stormy and Courtney, saying that they are trying to be relevant on the show just by coming for her and Marceau, because since they have, you know, I guess they're like been on the show since the beginning. Girl, ain't nobody thinking about y'all like that. Like, nobody cares about y'all. Really, y'all are the most hated on the show aside from Marceau and, aside from Maurice and Kimmy. Quiet to Skip. I don't know if y'all knew that. Tisha and Marceau. Tisha and Marceau, you guys are the most unliked on the show aside from Maurice and Kimmy. So I don't know what you're talking about, people trying to use y'all to be relevant on this damn show. We don't care to see y'all. We've been asking Carlos to get rid of y'all since forever. All right? Damn. But then Tisha, I feel like once Stormy came on the show, I feel like you were being fake friends to her and trying to be all of her ass like that to be close to her so that you would have that opportunity to kind of steal some shit from her. That's what it's giving. Tisha always has some type of, y'all know what Tisha. She does. Tisha always has some type of something going on with her. Like everybody that she attaches herself to is for some type of reason. I feel like that. I feel like that. I really do. I really do. But Tisha thinks that everybody is clout chasing and using her and Marceau on the show in order to do that, okay? Tisha says that Melody only brings up the infidelities on the show on her and Marceau because she wants everybody else to feel what she felt with Martell. Like, no, we're going by what we see and all of the proof that we've seen in terms of your marriage, Tisha. Like, we have the back picture of the hotel, you sitting in the parking lot at Black crying because your husband is in Atlanta and he can't give you a straight answer. He's trying to use Chris Fletcher as a scapegoat. And even Chris Fletcher was like, yeah, no, I was only with you for an hour. So if your husband is laying in a bed sleep and somebody is behind him taking a picture, obviously we think that it is a female. It wasn't you. You weren't there. So who was it? Okay? And then the fact that you constantly always ask him, is there any truth to the 20 women? Or are you always asking him if he cheated? So we're not the only people that think that Marceau cheat. You do too. So stop trying to make it seem like everybody is coming for your marriage when you have some issues as well. You think your husband is running around as well. And then again, the fact that you helped Martell cheat, that wasn't a good look for you. And the fact that you knew about it, the fact that Martell cheated, but then you try to befriend Mel and then say, I don't understand why Mel don't want to be my friend and why she's acting the way she's acting towards me. It's because she peeped game. Melody peeped the bullshit with you, and that is why she was acting the way that she was. You can't help her husband cheat and get mad at her because she don't sit there and allow you to be on the bullshit. That's what it's giving. Okay? You begged her to be at the expo. You begged her to be a part of the expo because you knew that it wasn't gonna be shit if she wasn't a part of it. That's what it's giving. You knew the expo was not gonna be about shit unless Melody was a part of it, and you begged her numerous times to be a part of the expo, but then you turn around and talk shit like this, saying that Melody is only bringing up you and Marceau's infidelities because she wants you to feel how she felt in terms of how her marriage faded with Martell. Like, it's giving too much. But bottom line is, Tisha, worry about your own marriage and your insecurities and you know, and the mess that's going on with you and your husband. And the fact that you sitting on audios and you heard on audios talking shit and talking greasy about Melody and Stormy when you know you did both of them wrong. You stole some shit from Melody, some business ideas from Melody. She said it on the show. And then you stole some business ideas from Stormy, but then you turn around and make it seem like they are after you when you are really doing the bullshit to them. Like, at the end of the day, Tisha, take accountability for what you do and stop always making it seem like it's everybody else against you. Tisha always likes to have this me against the world attitude. No, take accountability for your bullshit. But that is it, guys, and that is all. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. We got 499 in the building and 234 likes. Let's get the likes up, guys. If you didn't hit it on the way in, please hit it on the way out, guys, okay? Thank you guys so much for being here and supporting mods. Thank y'all for, oh, Lord, the sun. Thank y'all for such a great live. If there's any content creators that join us today as well, thanks for being here, okay? Love you guys all the way down. Enjoy your Tuesday, and I will see you guys later on for our Poppy and video, okay? Peace and blessings to all, and goodbye.